Hi, I'm Kylie. I'm a junior at Holy Cross High School, and today I'm going to be doing my capstone project. So I'm going to be screen sharing my website that I've been creating all year and just kind of go over all the things I've been doing at internship. So here's my website, starting at the homepage. It's going to take a little bit to load. This thing has been slow all day. Okay, so on my homepage, I have just a little introduction about me. Like I said, my name is Kylie Schum. I'm a junior at Holy Cross. I've been going to Holy Cross since freshman year. I'm involved in varsity field hockey. Um, Before Holy Cross, I went to Notre Dame Academy. And for my internship location this year, I'm going to Commonwealth Pain and Spine. And through this internship, I'm going to work on my communication skills and just overall all of my skills and competencies for the real world. And I hope to continue this field in my later life. So at the bottom of my homepage, I have my LinkedIn portfolio or my LinkedIn profile, my resume, and my Blink profile. And then I have my Holy Cross email. A little more about me. I have a biography. My name's Kylie. I'm a junior at Holy Cross. I'm going to college to be in the medical field, specifically a worker with family and children settings. My mom was also in the family medicine field, and she's my biggest inspiration. She continues to push me every day. Um, I think my top skills are time management, creativity, and a hard worker. I said time management because I'm able to manage my time very well, and I'm really good with deadlines. Creativity, I like to think outside the box and bring new ideas to the table. And I'm really good when doing hands-on things. I'm in an art class at Holy Cross, and it's my favorite class. I'm just a really hands-on type of person. And hard worker, this one's having some difficulty, but I think I'm a hard worker. I like to put my all into everything. My personal statement, my mission is to help grow the company that I'm at for internship and always be present. I want to be prepared and bring a positive attitude to my workplace. So, a little bit of overview about my internship location. Like I said, I go to Commonwealth Pain and Spine. They see patients and prescribe medicine. I started out at the beginning of the year. I was still at Commonwealth Pain and Spine, but I was at the St. Matt's location where I worked on more like medical cases behind the scenes. And now I'm at the Dixie location working with actual patients. The place I'm at specializes in pain in the back and spine, but they work on all chronic pain. They offer new and advanced technology to give the patients the help they deserve. My role is to assist the nurse when she goes into appointments. That was kind of more beginning of their, like the beginning of my time at my new internship. I would shadow her and listen to important information that the doctor looks at when he goes to see the patient. Now I've moved more into like the case files and stuff. But while I couldn't do much with the documents, I would still assist the nurses as much as possible. I also set up the equipment, which by equipment I mean like the case files and stuff. And the first week I was there, I filled syringes and prepped some stuff for like their upcoming days. My goals throughout this year is to figure out what I want to do as a job after high school. And after this year at the internship, I've like discovered that medicine is my passion. And I also want to help out the company to the best of my ability and take some of the workload off the people working there. So my projects, project one, this was in like August, or not August. This was around September. But my main thing I worked on at the internship was assisting the nurse when she goes into the rooms. I listened to her conversation and I just kind of learned a little bit about like medical stuff. At first I didn't like my internship, but I switched locations and now I love it and I want to continue a career in this field. Project two, my last couple weeks consisted of filling out patient sheets and making patient take home folders. For the sheets, I look off a list that they print off with names. This is in the picture down here to the left. Um, and then why they're coming in. And then I fill out their forms, which is in the middle. I write their date of birth and the reason they're coming in. And then the nurse takes that and they give it to the patient and they use it to take down like medications, insurance, things like that. And then for the patient folders, I had files of like brochures, papers, just stuff for new patients so that they could have like information on why they were coming in. And they don't seem like important things, sorry, but these helped the doctors because it's one less thing that they don't have to do. My third project, I did a lot of work with Athena and Casper sites. I have a list of patients for a particular day, and I enter their information into the system, which is the Caspers, and then I review, report, and save it, and insert their charts into the Athena site, and it gets sent off. This is helping prep for the days because the doctor doesn't have to do these like as patients are coming in. It can just all already be done. Skills and competencies. In my first semester, I was working a lot with self-sufficiency. Most of my work was self-work. I focused, I was by myself the whole day, and I didn't really have anyone around me to keep me on task, so I had to make sure I was staying on task by myself. And then at my second location after I switched, I practiced a lot of teamwork and collaboration skills with the nurses. And I also practiced my communication skills when communicating with the patients. Semester two, I worked on a lot of technical skills because they made me like a login for a computer. So I started working on patient reports. I did this at my first location too, but I've become a lot more efficient with it. I can get a lot more cases done in a less amount of time. And I'm working at a desk with other people, which helps with my collaboration and communication skills. And I've learned like I can ask any questions I need to. I would say I work better in a group setting, so this new location really helped me grow my skills. A little self evaluation. I think my skills have definitely grown at internship. I noticed a growth, especially in my collaboration skills, because I had to communicate with the patients. I had to learn a lot of new things and ask questions about it, and I hope to grow my skills even more next year. Evaluation meetings. So sorry. My strengths and weaknesses. I think my strengths are persistence and getting work done on time. A weakness I have is communication. I need to work on communicating with my supervisor about things and asking if there's any work I can be doing because sometimes I'm just sitting there. When I do get assigned work, I make sure I do it to the best of my abilities, but there's always more things to be done, and I need to ask. An improvement plan to improve on this. I'm just first I needed to acknowledge that I needed to improve. Um, but I just need to like make sure I have better communication so that everybody knows what's going on. um, for reflections and learning. So in August, I was at my first location downtown doing a lot of solo computer work. September, I was still at my first location. I was sending patient files back to the doctor's office after they had been reviewed. October, I switched basically to the other side. Instead of reviewing the forms, I was sending them off to be reviewed. But I switched to my new internship and I was doing a lot of group work, but still a lot on the computer. November, my main supervisor wasn't there as much. I haven't seen her in a while. So they put me at the front desk for a little bit, putting together patient brochures. December, I got put back in the back with the computers doing Caspers and putting information into Athena. And I also went into a couple patient rooms. January, still working a lot with Athena and Caspers, logging patient reports into a Casper and sending them off to be reviewed into Athena. February and March, I was pretty much doing the same thing again with the Athena and Caspers. My internship experiences. So I think I've come a lot across a lot of challenges in my internship, but these challenges have really helped me to grow. Going into my internship, I hadn't really been in like a real world job. And this like year has given me the opportunity to be in a real world job and put all the skills that I've learned at Holy Cross into practice. I think my main areas of growth have been communication and time management. Being at my internship has really made me learn how to manage my time because I have to do things by myself. I can't just go to a teacher and have her like tell me exactly what to do. Like there's some things I have to figure out on my own. And I've learned to get things done quickly, but still good. So this has been my junior capstone project. I have really enjoyed being at my internship. I plan to go back next year. And yeah, I just really hope I can continue growing.